Hey guys, Summer here. Today we are going to talk a little bit about credit. Obviously it's something really important when it comes to buying a home. A lot of people don't know that I actually used to have horrible credit, and it's a very taboo topic. But I worked really hard to repair my credit, so I have a really good understanding of how it works. So some of the main things that we look at when we are looking at your credit is, do you have late payments? If there are recent payments, that's something that may not work in your favor. If you have maxed out credit cards, that's not going to work in your favor. Those are the types of things that we're going to look at and that affect your score. There are actually different types of credit scores. Most people don't realize that. The two big ones are Vantage scores and FICO scores. Vantage scores are things that you get like on Credit Karma. They're things that you get if you are doing it with your credit card and they give you a credit score. Vantage scores, there's no real purpose to them. No lender out there uses them. Most lenders use what's called a FICO score. So whether you're buying a car, applying for a credit card, or buying a home with Full Circle, you're going to use something called the FICO score. And within FICO score, there's all kinds of different models. FICO 2, FICO 4, FICO 9, all different types, and they keep coming out with new FICO scores. We get asked a lot, what are some things I can do for my credit? And it's whether somebody has no credit or they have negative things on their credit. So we'll start with the one that I did. I had negative stuff on my credit. So I had some lates, I had some credit cards that I had used because I just didn't have funds. And so I was putting things on credit cards.
Went on the shopping spree of a lifetime.
So one of the things that you'll want to do is pay down loan balances, whether it's credit cards, if you've taken out a personal loan, anything like that. The way that we advise is you want to look at the payment in comparison to the loan balance. So if you have a $200 monthly payment on something that has a, say, $5,000 overall balance, that's relatively high. But if you have something that has a $50 monthly payment and it's got like a $20,000 balance, that's not going to impact your score as much. So you want to pay down those loans that have the high monthly payments. That will help get your balance down, which will then impact your score the most. And that's obviously the goal here, is to get you the best possible score. So those are some things that you can do if you already have credit and it's not the best. Some of the things that you can do if you have no credit, say you're young or you're just starting out, if you have a family member they have an established credit card history, they can add you as an authorized user. So I have a daughter, she is now 20. When she turned 18, I added her as an authorized user to one of my cards, and now she has an excellent credit score. So that will kind of help her get started on the right foot. Another thing that's really important is being open and honest and talking about credit and the importance of it and how it can impact your life. That's something that I really tried hard to do with my oldest daughter and now my youngest.
I knight thee, Nate Knight.
Another thing that you can do if you don't have somebody that can add you as an authorized user is to open a secured credit card. So typically, most of the time, the way that those work is you will put your own money on that credit card, and then you kind of use that balance and then you pay it back. That was how I started. After I repaired my credit, that was how I got my first credit card again. I think I started with a small balance of like $500, and I did that for a couple years, and then they increased my limit. And that's just kind of how things progressed and helped me get to the point now where now I have excellent credit, which is what we want for everybody. Your life is so much easier when you have better credit. It's something I'm really passionate about. We are not a licensed credit repair company, but because it's something that I have gone through myself and I've experienced, there's no shame around it. Our team is really just here because we want what's best for you, and we really want to help you get to that point in your life where you can purchase a home. All right, you know what I'm about to do? Go buy some coffee. Another thing I wanted to mention too is if you do have a late on your credit, reach out to the lender. they may be willing to waive it for you, especially if you have a good credit history with them, a good credit payment history with them. They may be willing to work with you. It does not hurt to ask. The worst they can say is no. All right, guys, if you have any other questions, let us know. If you want recommendations for credit repair companies, we've got those too. All right, bye guys. Have a good day.